And therefore they're so blasé, so indifferent to what's happening to our society, what's happening to the whole of Western society, to the whole of Europe, East and West. And that's the mission of Human Life International, again, to bring an awareness that contraception leads to abortion. The lots of contraception, so-called, is already abortifacient. Pill, I repeat, IUD, Depo-Provera, Norplant, morning after pill, and so on. And to bring an awareness of the coming threat of euthanasia. It is so easy to get used to these evils. What's the poet who said, at first we are shocked, and then we are disturbed, and eventually we get used to it. We see it so often, this evil. And I'm afraid that has happened. Just imagine if you had, if we killed, our doctors killed 1,500,000 older people in our country per year. Can you imagine the howling that would go on? But we usually dispense, our doctors do, with 1,500,000 to 600,000 every year, and who worries about it? I'm afraid all too few people. And the sad part of it is that we're destroying ourselves from within. And not unlike ancient Rome, which rotted from within. I'm afraid, given our massive VD problem, given our 8 million single-parent families, given the breakdown of the family generally, given the 1,200,000 divorces we have in our country, given AIDS and so on, we are too rotting from within, to tell it like it is. Here we see the sperm swimming around an ovum. There are millions of sperm, you know, and only one gets in, shuts off all the rest. Talk about the individuality of every human person, of every human being. And here we see the growth of the human being. The heart is beating at 18 days, and we see the tiny human being here growing very fast, and so on down the line, so that there is no question, scientifically speaking, that life begins when the egg of the mother and the sperm of the father emerge. I should say merge. Because at that point, you have 23 chromosomes from him and 23 from her, and you have the whole genetic code. And in that genetic code, there is so much information that, as the famous former late Jerome Lejeune, the great geneticist, said, if you put all that information into books, you'd have not enough room in the British Encyclopedia. Marvelous is human life and how easily we destroy it unthinkingly. And that, of course, is going on all over the world, so that we're living indeed in a culture of death. Here you see how we ship throughout the world. We ship actually to 103 countries of the world from this room, and also bulk shipping from Minnesota, where most of our printing takes place. And here you see the greatest collection of pro-life family literature in the world. And I'll tell you why I can say that. We have 75 branches in 57 countries, and we get lots of hints about how to do this job from all over the world, you see. And a lot of our literature reflects what is done in other countries where people are faced with this problem and who are trying to solve it. So that we have a large collection here reflecting a wide experience, truly international and worldwide. We're now here at the Nerve Center. You see the fax machine. We get faxes from all over the world almost 24 hours a day. In fact, we joke in this office, we have to hire a couple of girls to read our faxes. We get so many. And behind, you can't see it, we have a large duplicating machine. We use it very much indeed because we're forever reproducing literature and sending it, as I explained, to every state in this country and, of course, all over the world, where we have very many contacts built up over the last 35, 40 years. I've been in this battle for almost 40 years. I never dreamt in 1947, when I was ordained, I would spend more than half my priesthood as a pro-life missionary. But such has been my lot.